on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
A nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way. This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The offense changing the play. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Hold.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his...
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Davis will throw. Got it in the middle. It's White. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they have the first points of the game.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave with Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Now on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Washington State will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Davis looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Passed up on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Davis will throw. Working that wide receiver screen. There he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Freeman. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Washington State has it in the red zone. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Meriden. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Davis looking to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Rainbow Warriors need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's go. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Davis will throw. Quickly to the tight end. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route
breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Davis looking to pass. Pulls it in. Oh, he got loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They're really starting to build momentum. Even the deflections are going their way.
And those are frustrating because those are luck. Like you can spin it however you want, but those are just fortunate bounces. A lot of times defense in position to make a play. But here in the second quarter, still early, no need to panic, no need to get too riled up.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Davis will throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now.
Touchdown, Hawaii! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success. They'll
christen this drive from the 28-yard line. slides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now
he lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Moving out of the pocket. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Washington State has it all working right now. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sims. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Washington State lines up quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense picks it up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Davis will throw. Breaks the tackle. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown Warriors. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Washington State will have to boot it away. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation